From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
Good Saturday morning to you. Happy weekend. Friday night was a good one for Winnebago Lutheran Academy and St. Mary's Springs Track down at the Jerry Gosa Invitational at Kewaskum High School. WLA boys won in dominant fashion. The Vikings scored 163 points, beating runners-up Port Washington by nearly 60. Springs girls battled and were runners-up to a talented Xavier team. The Ledgers scored 107.5 points. WLA boys were led once again by Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz won the 100-meter dash. All of his finalist opponents PR'd, none fast enough to keep up with Schwartz's 11.5 seconds. Schwartz also met a mark he had been chasing for a while in the long jump. He leaped 20 feet and a quarter inch to win that event as well. Finally for Schwartz, he led the 4x200 and 4x100 teams to win again, anchor leg for both of those races. The 4x200 team was one of the top teams in the state last year, and they returned 3 of the 4 runners for this season. Alex Lynch, one of those returners, runs the first leg of both relays. He says that the wins are nice, but there's still room for improvement.
But overall today it felt really good. Obviously the weather and the cold is a factor. Everything's going to be a factor with a day like today, but there's definitely room for improvement there and maybe a chance at the record too.
The Vikings also got wins yesterday from the 4x400 relay team. Bennett Midtune won the 1600. Caden Schmitz had himself a day. He broke his own school record with a discus throw of 164 feet 6 inches. Schmitz also won the shot put. And finally, Cole Keifenheim, 13 feet was his winning jump in the pole vault. Grace Kuhn was one of the leaders yesterday again for the Springs girls team. She was runner-up in both the 100 and the 200, losing each race by just a tenth of a second. She was also the anchor leg to the 4x200 relay, and she blew past both Ripon and Random Lake runners to come back and win that race by 2 seconds. Kuhn says she tries to keep the same mindset in all the events she races, whether it's going to be a tough one like last night or maybe the competition level not expected to be as good.
Yeah, I mean, it's for sure just trying to beat yourself every single time, because no matter if there's good competition or not, it's always best to try your best. I mean, it's fun just racing against good competition and have somebody to go against all the time. So, I mean, it's really just fun. Just go out there, have fun, and just do your best.
Kuhn's classmate Sophie Norton was one of the top scorers for the Ledgers on the evening. She won the 400-meter dash and the 300 hurdles, and she anchored the 4x400 team to a comeback win as well. Olivia Kramer got the win in shot put, where she's already had plenty of success this season. Over in the Dodge County Track Invitational, Lomira and Mayville's girls teams finished 4th and 5th respectively. Mayville's boys team finished 5th. In softball action from yesterday, Laconia hung with Mayville, but the Cardinals have put themselves squarely in the driver's seat in the league with an 8-5 win yesterday. Addie Youngbeck continued a hot start at the plate. She was 2 for 3 with a homer. Schwartz got yet another win. Lomira got a bounce-back win over Campbellsport. Nora Buskey tossed the win and struck out 9. 6 different batters recorded 2 hits for the Lions in the win. 8-0 the final in that one. Springs went to Omro, and there was no slow start getting off the bus. The Ledgers scored 14 runs in the first inning en route to a 15-0 win. Gracie Conkle scored 3 times and got the win in the circle as well. And the roller coaster continues for WLA softball. Last night was a 13-4 loss to North Fondy. The Orioles' top 3 hitters were terrific. Allison Now, Lucy Schumacher, and Lauren Stettbacher combined for 6 hits, 4 RBIs, and they scored 8 of the 13 runs. Leah Patterson with back-to-back wins for the Orioles. Quickly in baseball, all non-conference, Campbellsport, the only Flyway team to get a win. They beat Ripon 6-1. WLA lost 4-2 to Kewaskum. Sam Lair picked up the loss for the Vikings. Springs got beat 12-0 by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And finally, Mayville, 4 games this week, 4 losses after a 9-5 loss yesterday to Horicon. Girls soccer, Mayville lost 2-0 at Luther Prep, and Wayland lost 10-0 to Lake Mills. On to today's events. There's track again today. 10 a.m. is the scheduled start time up in Little Chute, according to our school. Campbellsport will head there to compete today, along with 9 other schools. In baseball, Laconia is in Markesan, along with Ripon and Westfield for a tournament. The Spartans will play 2 games over there. In softball, Lomira will go to Waterloo to play in a tournament. It's a pretty strong field that includes 2 top 10 teams from Division 4. Waterloo is ranked 10th, and Mineral Point is ranked 8th. Deerfield, final team in that tournament. Laconia softball hosts a triangular today over at Taylor Park in Rosendale. The Spartans will face Pacelli at 10 this morning before a 2 p.m. matchup against Assumption. And finally, spring softball is at Mishicot today. Hope you have a great weekend. We're back on Monday morning breaking all of it down for you with your Flyway Focus Sports Report. I'm Jordan King.